You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. I'm Mohammed Ghali, the founder for A1 Smart Cam. Currently in the retail space, store managers can get easily insights from the e-commerce, but they're not able to get this insight from the physical stores, which directly affect their decisions in the market and sales. Our software is a plug-and-play solution that could be installed on any existing security camera available in stores. It's compatible with CCTV cameras and IP cameras. It can integrate with your point of sale and provide detailed data through facial recognition and object detection. So we can give you like physical points for your store. So you'll be able for the first time to know how many clients enter your store, not only how many clients bought from your store. Also, you could like a conversion rate between the clients enter the store and the clients bought from your store. The deployment of our software solution is very straightforward. First, we will install the application on the PC. Processing will start in real time to finally provide you with a full dashboard and analytics in easy way. This is an example of the analytic provided by our software, which show the age and the gender of the clients, as well as the foot traffic over time. We are operating in a large global video surveillance market that is assessed to be worth $74 billion in the next 5 years. Our target market in the MENA is estimated at $18.5 billion. If we estimate that around requires analytic and you are able to capture, we'll be able to obtain a market size of $18 million. The business model works in two ways. In the first way, we install the software in premise, and in the second way, which is the hybrid solution, it's part of the system will be installed on the client, but the other part, which is the dashboard and the other analytics part, will be available on the cloud. In comparison to our competition, A1 Smart Cam provides the advantage of integrating with any existing camera through our proprietary flexible software. The system is also able to work and collect data offline with high accuracy. We started our proof of concept pilot in 2019, quarter 4 2019, and in quarter 3 2020, we installed our first implementation in a store, generated a revenue of over USD 10,000. After executing successfully, we are now ramping up our operation across MENA. In 2021, we are talking with potential customers and they are really exciting. And we are currently in the sales and development phase with a target revenue of $500K. To achieve this will give us $2 million revenue in the first 2 years. The most important part in A1 Smart Cam is our team, which consists of machine learning, web and mobile development, as well as I'm Mohammed Ghali, the CEO with 17 years of experience in software development, project management, and in business development. It's a great I have finished now.
Mohammed, if you could repeat the last 2 slides because I think your voice was breaking off.
Okay.
Thank you.
From here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. To achieve our goal, we are asking for $1 million, and this will give us $2 million revenue in the first 2 years. The most important part in A1 Smart Cam is our team, which consists of machine learning, web and mobile development, as well as business development expertise. I am Mohammed Ghari, the CEO with 17 years of experience in software development, project management, and in business development. It's great to stay connected. Happy to meet any investor. For more follow-up, please contact us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Colin and Harish, if you have any feedback, please.
Thank you, Mohammed, for
Thank
sharing
you.
the presentation. It's been a great idea, I think, what you have put across over here. Just a few comments. Is there a similar product which is there in the market, or is this something unique that is developed by you? Just would like to know.
Yeah. Currently, our product is a software product. The similar product are more depending for hardware. It's hardware products doing the same analysis. Not all the analysis we are doing, but do most of them. However, it's a hardware product, which is more it will be more cost for any store manager or for any retail chains.
Right.
So this is the first part, and the second part, they will have the headache of implementing new hardware. Our value proposition is in the software itself, because in every retail they have their own cameras. All what we need is to install only the software, and we can directly connect to their cameras. And here is our value proposition.
Okay, that is your value proposition. Fine, excellent. Okay. Just a few other comments is, you're asking for a certain amount of money and certain amount of revenue has been estimated. So normally an investor would like to have more details about that. When you say you're looking for a 1 million investment, what is the basis of this 1 million, and on what basis have you estimated the 2 million would be the normal questions that would come from an investor. How have you estimated this 1 million and 2 million? So that is one aspect of it. Then, probably a SWOT analysis also could.
Regarding this point, what you think I can do here? I can agree with you, but I don't know what you think I can add here, or what's the points that I can add?
In terms of financials?
Yes. Yes.
So you have arrived at a figure of 1 million. So what is the basis of that 1 million? And similarly, you have arrived at a figure of 2 million. So what is the basis of that 2 million? How did you arrive at that figure of 2 million? So your assumptions that go behind this, and then if I, as an investor, I put in 1 million, what am I going to get out of this project in the next 3 years or 4 years? What will be the return for me as an investor?
Okay.
So these are the things an investor will look. Fine, I can give you 1 million, but what will I get in return? So okay. Yes, and then the assumptions that go behind the numbers.
Okay.
And then a SWOT analysis is generally for any project or any plan. You need to do a SWOT analysis, which are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat, which will give more clarity to the reader. And I think in terms of the product also, if it could be detailed a little more, because that will be more clear in the pitch pack, that what exactly the product is, how different it is, and what is your value proposition.
Okay.
Colin, anything else from your side?
Sure. Thank you, Harish. I think Harish has captured most of the elements, Mohammed, and thank you. It was a very good presentation. I think my question here would be with respect to the sales. You've mentioned you've crossed about $10,000 in between, I think, mid-year. What is your current sales? And I think flowing to that as well, what geographies are you serving right now? And related to that, how have you developed the pricing on these products? I see they're $2,000 and $70. How have you factored that in? And flowing into finally the valuation as well, as Harish had just mentioned, in terms of sales, let's say you're asking for $1 million, what is your underlying sales right now that you based on that? So just your take on that, Mohammed, and yeah.
Okay. I got your point. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
And Harris. Who's ready to go next? Hello, are you ready? Okay, go ahead. Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Colin, would you like to start?
Sure. Thank you, Harish. Mustafa, thank you very much for your presentation, first and foremost. If you could please show the slide deck, because we hadn't received it, so we can just go over it as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, please. So we could go over it. Yeah. Not yet. Not yet.
No, it's not showing. Can you stop sharing and then share again?
Yeah. No worries. So I think let's just start in the first of all, a very good presentation. We can begin at the slide where you're asking for funding of 2 million, I believe 2 million or 1 million. You could go there, please. Yeah. Yeah. So if you could, I think the comments would be the same that we gave even in the previous one to Mohammed, in respect of you've put it in brief that you're asking for $2 million for massive smart city installation, etc. Currently, again, what are your sales in different geographies, or what is your current revenue, etc. at? And number two is, what is the basis of that $2 million in terms of your revenue right now, your earnings, or your potential? That would be an important point that has already been raised. That would be my comment here. And I'd say I'd hand it over to Harish if he has anything more to add on. Respect that. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Mustafa, for the presentation. A very nice presentation, great idea. Just would like to know, have you implemented this in any country? Is this implemented? Oh, okay. Okay, and there has been a saving. Okay, fine, excellent. So I think yeah, probably that is what needs to be highlighted on the product and how it has been successful in the country where you have implemented this. I think that is one. And going back to Colin's points, yes, the financial side has to be a little more elaborate so that the investor understands for his 2 million, what is he going to get out of this, and how have you projected that figures? So that also comes out. And do you have any competitors? Because I don't see anything. Because generally people would like to know who are the competitors, what kind of similar industries, whether there are similar competitors in the market, and how different are you, and what is your value proposition compared to your competitors. So these are the competitors, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. And are there any regulatory requirements or any limitations in countries to implement this from the regulatory? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah, then that's it mainly from my side. But as an investor, people would like to know more for what is this 2 million? Why do you need this 2 million? And how are you? And which all markets are you going to penetrate? So and the requirements over there, in those markets. Yeah, are you going? I'm sure you're planning to expand your project beyond Turkey. So when you're entering into other markets, have you considered the various factors within the other countries, to do a similar project like what you're doing in Turkey? So it involves the costs, everything. It involves everything, regulatory requirements in those countries. So for your growth for the next 5 years, going beyond Turkey, how are you planning to expand to the other countries? What are the requirements in those countries? What are your costs involved, to set up in those countries? So basically, a plan for you, a plan for you for the next 3 to 5 years. Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it from my side. I wish you all the best. Good luck.
Just one question, Mustafa. Sorry, just to interject here. Thank you very much. It was a good presentation. And one last question is the AI you're working with, etc., in terms of your product, is it built locally, or are you again are you interacting, or are you outsourcing or coordinating with people internationally as well to develop the product? Thank you very much. All the best, Mustafa. Yeah.
Thank you, Colin and Harish, for giving Haluk the feedback. Hamad, are you ready to go?
Yes, I am. I just
Okay.
shared my screen. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, thank you.
I hope everyone can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can. We can, Mohammed.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's start. Hello, everyone. This is Mohammed Ahmed, the founder of Hamdan.io, which is an interactive robotics solution company, and we build screens on wheels. How many ads do you see on a daily basis? On your TV, on your smartphone, newspapers, outdoors, indoors, digital platforms? Well, there's a question. How many do you remember? Well, exactly. Meet my friend Ahmed, who's a confused brand manager. And you know what? He comes with three major problems and asks, is it a good idea to place an ad on the billboards? Or should we place them on motor vehicles? Or placing them on social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat? Is it a good idea? But you know what? Skipping is a problem there. Here I introduce you the solution, Robotizer. Robotizer is a device which is built with an ultimate blend of ads and robotics. It is a robot on wheels that provides a platform where ads will be noticed in events, pedestrian areas, shopping centers, festivals, and other indoors and outdoor attractions. This device is built for clients like Ahmed, which not just saves money for them, but also generates revenue and help them to serve with ease. Unlike any other ad placements, Robotizer is a dynamic platform that promotes, advertises, markets, and interacts with the right audience. Avoiding all the offline and traditional methods, Robotizer provides one-stop shop where you can upload, create, play, and deliver in real time. And now you must think, whom do we serve? We serve brands, stores, events, and governments. Not only that, we also provide a pure customization package. Whether you want to book your ad space on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis, the Robotizer has you covered with its amazing subscription plan. Our timing, the self moving autonomous Robotizer will be deployed during specific time of the day on weekdays and weekends to target the largest number of viewers. Booking ad space and uploading content has never been easier than now with our app that is made dedicated to Robotizer and our clients. With a total addressable market size of $8.8 billion in the MENA region, the Robotizer is looking forward to obtain a market size of at least $40 million. The easy subscription model on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis helps us to approach a market size of $8.8 billion, as I mentioned before. With an average fees of $1,500 per month, we'll be able to generate a revenue of $40 million in next 5 years. Our business is a pure B2B model, and we provide on-demand services with our interactive website and app-based services. Providing flexible rates and depending on the package makes us affordable, and our attractive online services makes us different from the competition. Launching our Robotizer with an innovative approach makes us the first mover in the market, providing our customers with an attractive and easy way to access the service in a matter of few clicks. So guys, we are looking for an investment of $500,000, which will help us to gain traction as well as help us to upgrade the product and its features. And not only that, our next expansion, that is the bigger market in the MENA region. So we'll be approaching the bigger markets, that is Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Kuwait, and other countries. So we are dividing this 500,000 in three portions. That is 30%, which will be spent on the traction, 40% on the upgrade of the product and its features, and 30% on the expansion. You know what? A teamwork makes the dream work. So in my team, I have Abdullah Farooq, Yaqub Farooq, and myself, Hamid Ahmed, and we all come with an expertise in this industry from for more than 10 years now. Now, guys, let's join together and let's make Hamdan.io the next Uber of ad tech space and make clients like Ahmed happy. Let's join in. You can meet me. You can contact me anytime you want. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Mohammed.
Thank
That was
you.
great. Colin, Harish, do you have any comments, please?
Colin, you want to go ahead?
All right, fair enough. Thank you, Harish. So again, Mohammed, we've seen your pitch practice the previous time as well, and I really liked that session too. So did Ustad Jamal Fakru as well as Anshul, and they gave in their comments as well. And I'd say, with respect to the pitch practice or the pitch deck today, I have close to 1 to 2 questions, and it's being reflected within our commentary prior. But my first question is, you've mentioned that you upload and create content as well. Have you created content for the same? And if so, I think that needs to be reflected within your pitch deck as well. And number 2 is within the ask for $500,000. You've broken it down between 30, 40, and 30%, with 30% going into expansion. Now, currently, it's about 40% on product development. A question could be in terms of what is the current product look like, or what is the current development of the product right now? And again, relating it back to what has already been said with respect to what the previous 2 pitch practices, in terms of what is the underlying basis for $500,000 in terms of A, what are your sales, or B, what do you expect the growth to be here in Bahrain, and then as you move into the MENA region, basically a rationale for people to say or give or value that 500K and what they get in investing in your company. With that said, I'd say let's get the words of wisdom from Harish as well on this. Yeah.
Thanks, Colin.
Thank you, Colin. Mohammed, great idea. Excellent. So do you have this product now installed anywhere?
It's a moving device which is almost at the verge of getting finalized in next few days, and you will definitely see the first glance of it.
Okay, so when you say moving device, is this installed in locations, or do you get it on your phone, or how is it?
It's basically it's a device which comes with 2-sided 55-inch interactive screens.
Okay.
So and it has and it comes with proper temperature controlled units, and yes, it works. Definitely, it's going to work amazing. It comes with 2-side screens. Yeah.
Okay, and these are installed at various locations, right?
Yeah, especially targeting the pedestrians, not the malls so soon, but targeting the pedestrians and the events initially.
Oh, okay. Oh, excellent. Okay, so it's similar to a billboard kind of thing, but a more digital version of. Am I right?
Yeah, we can say it is an ad device that sleeps when the people are sleeping and is awake when people are awake. So it moves more with the pedestrians, and without disturbing them on their handsets or the screens or their TV screens. We just move side by side and attract them.
Right. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent idea. My questions are similar to what Colin mentioned. On in terms of the financing side. Could be more details on it, and in terms of the revenue as well, because you have mentioned a certain amount of revenue over there. You have projected that. So, what is the basis of that projection for the revenue? Is this how many markets are you covering under that, and what is the rate? Yeah. And is there anything similar? Is there any other product which is similar the market, or is this?
We basically are, I can't just claim that we are the first in the market, but yes, we are the first mover in this particular space of moving robotics device that shows ads on screens. Yes, there are companies who do provide static or dynamic ads on a stand or billboards, but definitely when it comes to the moving factor without any unnecessary deployment of you know carbon dioxide or unnecessary things, waste. So we are just having this electrical device moving, and definitely, and Colin had a very great point where he asked like uploading and creating content. That was one of the things, in that what I meant to say was when a client uploads its content, so we just don't we, as our team is based on total marketing, and we come with a background of experiential marketing, so we know on what kind of ad people will love to interact with or just ignore it. So what we do is once the client uploads the content, we verify it.
Okay.
So that's how we say we create it, and
Okay.
and then push it for playing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. That's it from my side, and wish you all the best.
I'll thank you so much. I'll definitely put the roadmap, which will make it more clear that how I'm going to progress, and not only that, the market validation point, and how many devices I'll be deploying in to obtain a to make a revenue of at least $40 million in the next 5 years. So I'll make sure I do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Nabil, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes, let's go.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. For the past 11,000 years, farmers have been watering their crop the same way. Nature is proving that to be inefficient, and just like everything else, irrigation needs to evolve to keep up with modern times. My name is Nabil Yusuf, and I'm a farmer and a co-founder of Radical Growth Solutions, and I'm here to present an alternative. I've been a full-time farmer for about a decade now, and most of my time used to be spent on worrying whether my plants have enough water or not. Just like every other farmer on the planet, my work was based on speculation. I was watering my crops because the topsoil looked dry, not because the plant needed it. It was an outdated and broken system, and it was wasting my time and money. I discussed this with other farmers, and I realized that they all had their own process. They all had a preference. None of them was based on science. I went out looking for sensors to help me understand what was happening below ground. They were all out of my budget. So I decided to get together with some engineering friends, and we made our own solution, Radical Growth Solution. We developed a plant root monitoring system that collects real-time data from the field to determine a precise amount of water available to the plant. If there was an adjustment that needed to be made, I would be notified. Using artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms, we removed the guesswork from irrigation. The solution not only resulted in 80% in saving of water and a 70% saving in overall expenses, it also gave me a better yield at the end of the season. Let me walk you through it. We install a kit with multiple sensory nodes that monitor different soil variables in the field. That data is then sent to our cloud, where it is synced with weather conditions. All of that process decides whether to turn on the pump or not. By adding this technology to the field, farmers gained a variety of insights that help them make data-driven decisions, such as crop yield estimation and input optimization. We also found that we operate in a very high potential and high growth market. The global market for soil and crop monitoring and smart irrigation has grown 300% from 1 to 3.2 billion US dollars over the past 5 years, while the MENA region saw a 200% growth in demand for telecom agriculture services. That is a clear indicator that there is a need, and an early mover advantage can be established to service about 300,000 farmers in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, where water conservation is at the top priority. The revenue model is based on an extremely affordable initial cost of equipment, followed by a running subscription fee for connectivity and analytics. We have a diverse range of bundles that are suitable for different farm sizes and growing environments. small or large farms, indoor or outdoor, beginner or advanced. The past year was very busy for us and the team. Before Brink, we participated and graduated from Hassad, Jordan's first agri-tech accelerator, and they put us in direct links with some of the region's largest food producers. That gave us, they showed some keen interest in validating our product and supporting our growth. That created buzz, and we were featured in a few international lists and blogs. Based on our conversations with those potentials, we estimate to have over 100,000 active devices in the coming 3 years in Pakistan and the Middle East, generating revenue of over 400 million US dollars. I can proudly say at the moment, we're the only ones that are providing a complete all-in-one solution that collects data, provides analytics, and automates irrigation in a farmer-friendly, multilingual solution at this price. Collectively, the team has over half a century of experience with leading global brands, and we all came together for the love of agriculture. Our commitment to digital transformation and empowering farmers around the world is our main driving force, and we're in it for the long haul. We're quite ambitious with our journey, but in hard work, cash is king, and we need support. We're looking to raise 600,000 US dollars to get us to get us to our next milestones. Majority of the fund will be used for production and setting up an inventory, while the rest will be split into customer acquisition and operation expenses. We've been at it for a while and we're ready for rollout right now. Our target is to launch our technology stack in the coming few weeks and begin the data acquisition process and continue work on developing a complete farm management system that could serve millions of farmers around the world, and they would not need to invest in large hardware. As a farmer myself, I believe in the power of nature, and in nature, everything is connected. So let's connect. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabil.
Welcome. Comments, questions, anything?
Yeah, thank you, Nabil. Excellent idea. I would say it's one of the. Just would like to know how are you going to target your customers? So are they the farmers, or are you going to target them through the government? Because if you see in many countries, like if you take the subcontinent, India, Pakistan, or other places, probably the cost of this might not be affordable for them. So
yeah, absolutely. Yes, basically how I like to say it, I use this strange term. I say I want to end my penetration in the suit, where we are targeting organizations that are already engaged in empowering farmers. So one of the things that we have already done, and we're just in the final stages, we are working with a microfinance bank locally in Pakistan. And what they're doing is they're developing a microloan for farmers to be able to afford our service. You're very right. In India, Pakistan, one of the biggest issues, as I mentioned, which was a problem to me as well, the cost of these equipments becomes very high. So for us to be able to support that, we're working with a microfinance bank in Pakistan. We also are talking to Mercy Corp in Jordan. If you're familiar with their work, they also empower farmers and so on. So that's kind of our approach to it. Also, there is large value for corporate farmers. So that's also a place where we're targeting. Okay. And sorry about my dog. He's just a bit weird.
Yeah. You had mentioned $600 million is what you're looking at. When you say $600,000, yeah, sorry, $600,000.
I hope someday I will.
Yeah. Yeah, so this 600,000, it's for making the units. It's broken up, 50% is for the units, is it? Okay.
Yes, 50% is inventory, then 20% sales and marketing, and 30% to run the operations. Yes.
Okay, okay. And
that is also broken down over here into how we want to do it. So 3 years targeting Middle East, Pakistan, and the generated revenue would be hopefully $4 million.
I think the financials are, yeah. And any regulatory requirements or any limitations are there for
None whatsoever until now. We're covered pretty nicely. Agriculture is a sweet spot for almost any government right now. So we're doing okay. Also in terms of data security and so on. So the network communication that we're using is already it has built-in security levels, and so we're kind of sorted in all ways.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's it from
We
my side.
hope we are. At least fingers crossed. We hope we are.
Yeah. Okay. And good luck to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Colin.
Sure. Thank you, Harish. And thank you once again, Nabil and Priya, from, as you already know, we've already seen your presentation, and I'm going to repeat what had been mentioned before. Your presentation is very crisp. It's very to the point, and it's well appreciated, Nabil. Now, I have 3 questions here with respect to the presentation. Again, the same. Number 1 is, with respect to technology, is it developed? I know it's been mentioned in the slides, but has it been developed in-house? And how is it comparable globally as well, Nabil? Now, when you're expanding into the MENA region, let's say, in terms of how are you competing, let's say, with global players? You put in a slide on competition, but let's say, does that include global players that would maybe be competing with you? Number 2 would be with respect to your marketing. I believe within $600,000 you've asked for, about 20% or 30% is on customer acquisition. What are your customer acquisition costs? And you've also mentioned that you had completed your program with the Jordan-based startup program. How has it been in terms of acquiring customers there? And I'd say you could let me know on that, and I'm going to try to remember question number 3. That's all that.
Okay, so in-house or third party, we're developing our software in-house. We're developing our hardware in-house as well. Obviously, we're sourcing the components from China. We're doing manufacturing in China. We're assembling locally, and then we're shipping out. Right now, it's not really efficient, but moving forward, when we start moving in bulk, then we would have a complete production line in China and just ship from there. So that's in terms of the hardware. The software we're doing ourselves. We're located in Pakistan. So if you're aware of the situation, we have probably unlimited human resource over here, very, very cost-effective human resource in our operation. So even if you look at the operation cost, we're running 30% off the total ask. So we have the capability to develop software and develop hardware over here. And we are using global standards in terms of going back. So our communication, we're using LoRaWAN communication international standards over there. For most of the work that we're doing, or actually all of the work that we're doing, we are running on international standards, and we're keeping those. How are we maintaining those standards? We are partnering with different organizations. We're collaborating with a lot of academia and organizations internationally. So we're kind of making sure all our standards are based on whatever is happening in the West. One thing also in terms of standard, we have been studying GDPR just to be able to kind of, even make sure our data integrity doesn't go anywhere. So that's kind of how we're dealing with it. We're aware of the competition. The competition is very steep. A lot of people, at least in the subcontinent, India, Pakistan, everybody and their cousin is an engineer, and everybody and their cousin is a farmer. So they all get together and they kind of, go on agri-tech. It's the next big thing, or it's the next buzzword. So again, we're very well aware it's over there. While going into the Middle East, we are targeting a different beast. So our edge is the fact that we will be targeting them in their own local language, with their own local products that would be dedicated to their local agriculture. So it's going to be a very personalized kind of relationship between us and them. The customer acquisition cost, again, is not too high because, like I said earlier, we are ending our penetration in the suit. So we're trying to get our work done with organizations. However, the follow-up with the farmer is going to be paramount. although farmers are very rugged and very rough and tough guys, or people, because a lot of women are involved in it as well, they still like to be they like to be pampered. If we look at just a little bit of the situation happening in India and Pakistan right now with all the riots, farmers and this and that, all of that. So they still like to be pampered. So a lot of that will be going also towards that relationship management and that relationship building and so on. So I hope that covered some of the your points, and if that reminded you of your last question.
Thank you, Nabil. And I'd say it answered most of the questions quite well. In terms of even expanding into the markets, I know you've mentioned it in terms of relationship development, Nabil. Maybe looking into your cost/product differentiation also could give you an edge there as well, if you're able to.
I have been I'm sort of, trying to not say it. I mean, nobody really likes to call themselves cheap, but you can't find a product that's going to compete with me on price.
Perfect. So okay,
offering all the features, they cannot compete with me on price. Again, Kareem kind of gave us a very an eye opener for us, startups or technologists in Pakistan. We can develop so much sitting here, and we can compete with the same quality at a very interesting price tag with it. So that's kind of what we're leveraging right now.
All right. Thank you very much, Nabil. It was a pleasure. And all the best to you going forward as well. Priya as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Colin and Harish, it's been a pleasure having you. And thank you so much for your valuable feedback. Any last points or comments to all of the founders you would like to add?
That's it from my side. Thank you. Wish them all the best and a happy new year and good luck for their projects.
Thank you so much for joining us, Colin.
Yes, thank you, Fatima. And of course, thank you for the Brink team, as well as the startup founders, as well as Harish for joining in. I'd say in terms of final comments is all the best to you going forward in your endeavors. It's always good to see the energy levels of these founders, and it rubs off on all of us here as well. Number two would be with respect to the recordings of this, Fatima, if these recordings could be made available as well for this session and the previous session. And number three, taking in the considerations of Ustad Jamal Fakhru as well as Anshul, if you could also share the contact details of the startups as well. So then in the future, we can always go back and see how they've worked on the progress of the feedback we've given them, sort of building a relationship. Yeah.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much again. Happy New Year and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everybody. I'm not